Hello, this is the voice of Craig Benzine, Wheezy Waiter on YouTube. John has asked me to narrate his adventures. Who's playing right now? We got
AFC Wimbledon Swansea.
AFC Wimbledon Swansea.
We're AFC Wimbledon.
Okay, we're AFC Wimbledon, the Wimbly Wombleys.
That's right.
I'm going to talk about time travel today because that's what John told me to do. And try to get excited when he does good things while he plays. I consider myself a bit of an expert, having my own time machine. Almost out of bounds. Come on. Could you please refrain from making plays? I'm trying to talk about time travel. So I do this show called The Good Stuff where I interviewed this guy, Ron Mallett. He's a theoretical physicist, and he, when he was very young, his father passed away, so he devoted his life to learning how to travel through time so he could see his father again. And he's a legitimate physicist. He's he's really seriously pursuing this, and he's figured out ways to do it, or his theory for ways to do it, which is involving, I don't even remember. It's been a while, but it involved making I forgot what it's called, a coil or something with lasers that once activated, in theory, you can travel back to the point or communicate to the point at which it's turned on. You can't go back in the past from that point. And he's in theory, he believes it can work. It probably won't work in his lifetime, but that's pretty cool. Imagine, like, someday someone turning on this device, and then from that point on, the world has changed. Oh, out of bounds. The world has changed. Anybody can go back or maybe communicate. Once we turn on that machine, suddenly, somehow, maybe through binary code or some sort of quantum messaging, scientists can send messages back to us from the point at which we turn that machine on, and then we can change the course of history, causing paradoxes and maybe destroying the universe. Who knows? But he believes it's possible. I personally know it's possible because I have a time machine, and I mask it in jokes and sketches, but it's real, and I can say for sure that I've definitely caused some paradoxes and some problems, but I fixed them. Don't worry. That's.
Are we living in the best of all possible universes?
Unfortunately, no. But the best one I could muster up. Sorry. Are they going to hear you on this mic?
Probably not. So you gotta repeat what they said.
Well, John asked, "Are we living in the best of all possible universes?" And I said, probably not, but it is the best I can muster up. And anyway, okay. What's the score here? I haven't been paying much attention. 0-0.
It's always the score.
That's always the score in soccer, or football, if you will. So if I had which I have a time machine, but let's say I don't for the sake of reality. Let's say if I had a time machine, I personally, I'm a huge fan of the Back to the Future movies, but I don't think time travel would actually be like that. I think it would be very disturbing, because once you introduce time travel, you introduce the idea, like the grandfather paradox, which is if you were to go back and kill your grandfather, I believe it goes, then you would have no motive. You would cease to be, or what is it? If you go back to do something, to change something, then you lose the motivation to change that thing. So then you wouldn't go back to change it, and it causes a paradox, and it doesn't make any sense unless you, I guess, believe in the multiple universe theory, multiple universes theory. And I would be afraid to do anything if I had a time machine. I'd be afraid that it would. Once the time machine's introduced, anyone can travel through time, and who know? Would you just constantly be shifting universes? Would you remember any of it? Would there be remnants in your brain, or would it just be like reality? Just be constantly different. And maybe it is now, and we don't even know it. Maybe right now I'm in a universe where I have all the memories of being Wheezy Waiter, and doing YouTube and Crash Course U.S. government, and even though I didn't actually do that, I just suddenly found myself here, you know?
John here. Terrible first half. I apologize. Great first 5 minutes. Terrible last 40 minutes. As you can see, that should have been a goal, and we should have been up 1-0, and it would have been a different world. But we don't live in that world. Instead, we live in the world where Correa shot into the rosette of the stands. Wheezy Waiter's going to host the second half here while I attempt to beat Swansea City. I have a question for you, though, going in, Craig.
Okay.
What are some places in the past that you would like to visit if you could without disturbing the multiverse?
Places I'd like to visit in the past would be, I'd like to see the Roman Empire, see what the big deal was, visit Rome at its height, but only from a distance because it's probably very dangerous, and I would look like they would think I was an alien or a witch or something. I don't know, and that wouldn't be so good. I'd like to. I would like to go back to the release of Star Wars in the 1977. I wasn't born yet. I want to go to the premiere of Star Wars, and because I'm sure that was an exciting. Actually, maybe it wasn't that exciting at first. Maybe it took a while to catch on, but I still want to go there. I would like to go to anywhere in history, huh? I'd like to go way back to dinosaur time, obviously. You want to see dinosaurs. But also go back to, like, the near dawn of man. I want to see...
No!
Oh.
Wow,
that
everything
was...
worked out better than expected.
Woo!
That was my mistake.
Whew. It actually didn't work out the first time, but we traveled back in time and we fixed it. So... I mean, I guess basically the obvious choices. I would want to go back. I'd want to go see the first flight at Kitty Hawk, the Wright brothers. I'd want to go every moment. I'm very curious. I want to see every moment in history. If I have a time machine, I guess I have all the time to do that. And John, where would you like to go?
I wouldn't want to go to any of those places just because of the chance of like death by aviation misadventure in the case of Kitty Hawk. That worries me. And then I wouldn't want to go to the Roman Empire because I don't even think that they had the smallpox vaccine, let alone antibiotics. And I'm a very anxious person when it comes to health. The only one that you said that had any appeal to me was the Star Wars thing, because that was 1977 and I was alive then. And so I remember the overall quality of health in the United States. Oh! Oh! Can you not hear me screaming?
Wow, John. I mean, yeah, the health issue is a big one, I suppose. But I think I could avoid it if I'm not staying too long in any one place. You know, don't drink the water. I'll bring my own. I'll bring some bottled water. But really, and then I guess in my own life, places I'd want to go back. I don't know if I'd want to go back anywhere. I feel like right now is the best time of my life.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I can remember the times in my past, and I feel like I've always. It's just gotten better. Like I have a fiance and an adorable dog now, and a great job. I get to do this. I get to sit here and narrate about time travel while John plays soccer and upload it to thousands of people across the world. We live in a crazy time, John. Crazy time.
Yeah, but also I think the future might be terrible.
The future might be terrible, you say?
Yeah.
Well, it might. It always might. The future might always be terrible.
Well, would you want to go into the future and see what happens?
Yes, I definitely want to go into the future. Actually, some people say they don't want to live longer than, the average lifespan. I do. I want to live a long time because I want to see what happens. I want to see where things go. You think the future's terrible? You think we're headed for disaster?
I think the future could be kind of terrible. I think it's possible that we're at the very peak. And I worry a little bit about that, mostly because of climate change, but also some other things. I don't know. I don't know if like these consumption patterns are sustainable. Oh God, my whole life flashed before my eyes. But no, I don't know. Wait, my guys are very tired. You see how tired they are? They're all in the red. How did I get them? How did I let them get to the red? I was so overjoyed by Bald John Green's goal that I let Kelvin get into the red. So we're gonna bring on Deeney and Mycon, and then who else is in the red? Les Moore. We're gonna take off Les Moore, and we're gonna bring on the patron saint of Lost Crosses, K. St. Luce.
So it sounds. I'm a bit of an optimist when it comes to the future. Obviously there are things that we're doing terribly wrong and could go terribly wrong, but I think I'm optimistic we can overcome, and I feel like the feeling that we're headed for disaster and the end of the world is a very common one at any point in history.
That's very true.
And I'm just trying to avoid being common, I guess. I want to see what happens. I want to see if we get. I want to see how far we take technology, and I want to see, like, one can imagine some. I mean, if you read any sci-fi novel, you can imagine some crazy possible realities that I would like to see. Now, I just want to see them at first, and then I'll find out if I want to live in them. But I'm optimistic, and I'm optimistic that you are going to win this game, John.
I should.
Close.
Very close.
Okay. So maybe I should. I haven't been doing very much narrating of your game. I hope that's okay.
No, that's the perfect amount. You wouldn't want to do more. We just need them to blow the whistle. It's almost over.
Oh.
It's over!
Oh! He wins! He wins!
I did it! I beat Swansea City! Congratulations to Bald John Green and his beautiful mustache. And thank you so much to Craig Benzine, Wheezy Waiter, youtube.com/Wheezy Waiter, youtube.com/The Good Stuff, youtube.com/Crash Course if you want to watch him teach you AP government. And, of course, Mental Floss as well. Look at our opponents squatting in shame. Nothing brings me more joy. Congrats to Ginger McShane, K. St. Luce, and the whole crew. See you next time. Best wishes.